Do you know you can actually save up your money by making your own yogurt at home instead of buying regularly from the supermarket? If you don't know how to make yogurt, you want to watch this video, because in this video, I'm going to be guiding you through step by step on how to make your own yogurt from the comfort of your kitchen with ingredients that are lying there in your countertop. And I'll be showing you how to make your own starter culture from scratch that contains lots of probiotics and healthy bacteria. So you want to watch this video to the end. Lovelies, there are two ways you can make your starter culture. You can either use your chili pepper, that is what we call chobo here in Nigeria, or you can use your lemon. You can choose to use this local lemon, or you use the other type of lemon. These are my plastic containers I'm going to be using to make the culture. So to begin, you want to get your milk, your powdered milk. You can use liquid milk if you prefer that, but I'm using powdered milk, and I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of powdered milk. For these 2 tablespoons of powdered milk, the way you are going to do it, for 2 tablespoons of powdered milk, you need 4 tablespoons of water. Yes, use the same thing you use to measure your milk. That is the same thing you're going to use to measure your water to get it accurately. And the water is boiled water, not room temperature water. So you want to add it bit by bit to dissolve your milk. Now you want to check the temperature of your milk to make sure it is not too hot before you add your chili to it, so that it does not kill the bacteria that is going to ferment it to become that starter culture you want. Make sure your stem dips into your milk very well, because that is what you need for the fermentation. Now you want to cover with your lid and cover with a napkin like so. I'm also going to be using my plastic bag to wrap this so that no air can penetrate into it. Next, I'm going to put this into my oven. That is where nobody is going to disturb it. So you want to look for somewhere that is dark and where no one can disturb it to place it, so that it can ferment very well. You can use your cooler. That's one we use for party here in Nigeria. You can put it inside and put it in your cupboard, then it's going to ferment. So I'm going to leave this over the night and check it up in the next morning. To make your starter culture with lemon, we are going to repeat exactly the same process, but the difference is that we are using lemon. So I'm using 2 tablespoons of milk and 4 tablespoons of water. Give this a good mix. Next, you want to allow it to get to that right temperature by checking it like so, or dipping the finger inside. If your hand can withstand it, then it is at the right temperature. Next, you want to cut your lemon into slices and dip it into the milk just like so. Now you want to cover with your lid and wrap it very well, just the way we did the first one. Wrap it with your napkin like this, and I'm also going to put this in a plastic bag so that it's going to capture all the heat we need. No air is going to penetrate into it. So I'm going to give this a good wrap and place it in my oven. So I'm going to close this and allow them to rest, allow them to ferment the next morning. So this is the next morning. I'm going to check on them now. Let's see if the fermentation took place. And voila, this is what we have. Can you see how this is looking? Well, it's looking so fermented. Now take out the chili from it. Just take out the chili and see how thick our culture is. Can you see how thick this is? It's fermented so well. This is what you should be going for. Now let's check that of the lemon, if it's also fermented. Lovelies, this came out so well. Can you see how it is looking? looking so thick. It's fermented very well. So now take out the lemon in it and see how thick this is looking. So you can either choose to use the chili pepper to make your starter culture, or you can choose to use your lemon just like this. So I'm going to combine both together, but I prefer to use the chili instead of the lemon because the lemon has a very strong tanginess and I don't like that. The chili is manageable, but the lemon is just too tangy. So I'm going to add both together now. And for this process you don't need lots of milk, so because you are not going to be using this for starter. Okay, so when doing this, just use tablespoons just the way I did it. You don't need too much for this. Okay, so after mixing this together, you want to freeze it in your freezer, and this is to protect it from going bad. When you're making your next culture, you can bring it out early enough so that it's not going to remain frozen. You don't need that to make your culture. Okay, so now we want to make the next batch of culture to use for our yogurt. This is the one you are going to use to make your yogurt. That first one you cannot use it. You're just going to use it to make the second batch before you can use the second batch to make your yogurt. So now we are going to repeat the same process we did for the first culture to this one. The difference is that this quantity is more than the first quantity. So I'm using 1/3 cups of milk, and I'm going to be adding 2 cups of 1/3 cup of water. I don't know if that is clear. I'm going to leave the measurement in the description for you to understand what I'm saying. So now give this a good mix and make sure the water is hot. It should not be cold, but yeah, you can leave the water for a little while before pouring it into your milk. It should not be very hot before you pour it into your milk. Okay, so now mix this to remove any lumps. After mixing, then you allow it to cool off. If it's still too hot, just allow it to cool off a little. Then you can test this with the back of your palm. If it is at the right temperature, then you can add your starter culture we just made. Okay, next you want to scoop out 1 tablespoon from your culture and mix it with your liquid milk you've already made. And mind you, please do not use too much culture, because if you are using that of the lemon, it's going to transfer that lemon tanginess to this other batch you are making, and it's going to be too much. So you want to make sure you use the appropriate quantity that is required. Okay, so now you want to give this a good mix before you pour it into your main batch. So if you live in area where it is difficult for you to buy your probiotic culture starter and you are making yours from scratch, just like this one we are making here, then know that probiotics are not present in this lime and in this chili we just used, but it contains healthy bacteria, but there are no life culture in it. So you have to make your own probiotics from scratch. So if you would like to see that, let me know in the comment section. If you want me to make a video about that, let me know in the comment section. After 12 hours, this is what we got. It came out so thick. This culture came out so well. So this is what we are going to use to make the main yogurt. Now set aside and bring it back when you are ready to make your yogurt. So now it's time to make the main yogurt. This time the quantity is going to be much. So this is 3 cups of milk. For 3 cups of milk, you need 6 cups of water. And this is full cream milk. You can use your skimmed milk for those who are on a weight loss journey. Okay, so now you want to add this gradually to dissolve all the lumps in your milk. That is how I do it. I don't pour all my water in all at the same time. If you are watching up until now, then comment yogurt in the comment section. That way I will know you've been there from the beginning to this point, okay? And I will know you are learning something. That brings me joy. And please take a moment to hit on that subscribe button if you are not yet subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up so that it can be pushed to others. All right, thank you so much. If you are dissolving your milk and it's not dissolving anymore, you can just get your sieve like so and strain your milk. Just sieve it so that everything will be smooth. Do not skip this part, okay? Can you see how smooth this is looking? So do not skip this. Make sure you strain your milk before you add your culture to it. So now you want to test for the temperature. If the temperature is okay, then you can add your culture. You can use your back of your palm like that to test, or you can dip one finger into it. If it can withstand, if your palm or your finger can withstand the heat, then it is at the right temperature. Remember not to use too much culture when doing this, so that your yogurt does not come out so tangy. To make your yogurt, you are repeating the same process you did to make your cultures, to make your yogurt. Okay, just wrap like so. Make sure the heat will be trapped. That is the purpose of this wrapping. Wrap it and put it in a place that will be undisturbed. Nobody will touch it, so that it can ferment. And that place for me is my oven, and I'm going to turn on the light so that it will keep it warm a bit. Make sure you don't put on your oven, please. The oven should be off. It's just the oven light that is on. The next morning after 12 hours, bring it out. But I left mine for just 8 hours. I was in a hurry to go somewhere, and I don't want to leave it there till I come back, so I just went ahead to open mine after 8 hours, and this is what we have. I still have some whey on it, but that is not an issue. If it's like this, don't worry, you still have your yogurt. So I'm going to sieve this out now with my chiffon cloth. This is because I want Greek yogurt, but if it is not Greek yogurt you want, you're just going to blend that together. Just mix everything together, and it's going to come out well as you're drinking yogurt. And yeah, so for the Greek yogurt, this is what you will do. Strain your whey from your yogurt, and I'm going to keep this in my fridge for 2 to 3 hours, and I'm going to come back and show you guys what I got. Can you see how thick this is? This is the end product of what we got after straining the whey away from the yogurt itself. See how thick this is, but I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons from my whey to my yogurt. So when you are straining your yogurt, please do not throw away your whey, because you might still need it to add to your yogurt to make it more creamy. Okay, see how thick this is. I don't want that consistency, and I collected from my whey to do that. So don't throw away your whey. You can use it to make smoothies, you can use it for other things. Okay, so I'm going to use this now to make it smooth. This mixer, if you have this, you can use it to make it smooth and creamy. But if you don't have this, you can use your spatula to just mix, and everything is going to come together. Okay, so can you see how creamy our yogurt is after whisking? At this point, you can sweeten your Greek yogurt with whatever sweetener you want to use to sweeten your yogurt, but you can decide to leave it like this as unsweetened Greek yogurt. Okay, so whatever thing you want to do, the ball is at your court. Now I'm going to leave mine like this. I'm not going to sweeten it, and you can scoop from this or sweeten yogurt to make other batch. Know that if you've added sweetener to it, you can't use that one, it's not going to work. It's just your sweetened yogurt you can use to make the next batches of yogurt, and the more you use it, the more it's going to taste better. This is the way we realized from this 3 cup of yogurt. Do not throw this away. I've said that before. Use this when making your smoothie, and you can give this to your plants, you can give this to your birds if you have poultry. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of kisses. Bye for now. Mwah.